So in 115, our goal is to use a microscope to identify a piece of hair. So you're actually just going to be looking at pictures of hair on your directions later on. But in the meantime, first you have to understand how to use a microscope because we're going to be using microscopes in this class a lot. So first, pick up this resource sheet and glue it into your notebook. And now what I'm going to do is I'm not going to write down the blanks. You're going to have to listen, and I'm going to tell you, basically read them to you. So first, carrying and storing the microscope. So I already have the microscope out, but if you need to put it away or store it, you always carry it with two hands. One under the base, and this is the base, and the other hand holding the arm up here. All right, that's how you carry it. Now, using the microscope. One, obviously, you need to plug it in. And make sure it's not over these sinks over here. So there's sinks back here. Try to keep it as best as you can, but there's my outlet up there. I'm not going to worry about plugging it in right now. And then you have to turn on your light. The light switch is right back here. All right, so now we got the microscope. Now, before we get to the focusing the microscope, we have to talk about putting the slide on. So you guys are going to be looking at a skin cell slide in a second. So you need to put it on the base. So you use this, use this to open it up, put it on the base, hold it right in place there, and then let it close. You don't have to put it under in there, you're wedging it in. And then you can use, gotta turn the microscope around, these knobs to move the whole base and move your slide so it's over the light. So you want the little pink set of skin over the light. So that is how you get the microscope. Now, none of that was on your paper. I just wanted to make sure. And you can go ahead and set this up while you're watching this because you'll have to look at the skin cell in a second. All right, now use the low power. That's this one right here, low power. The color of this objective is red. All right, so you're going to use this always first. And that's to first find the image. So you're going to look in the microscope and move this big knob or the coarse adjustment knob. This is the big knob. And you're going to use this to focus. And see how much the base moves? You only use this one under low power. So you look in there. And obviously I can't see anything because I don't have the light on. Well, I'm just kind of pretending here. And you get it focused in there. And actually, you know what? Might take a little bit while, but just move that big knob and then get it in the focus. And then if you have to, you can use the small knob to kind of get it more in focus. Now, sometimes you look in there and you're like, oh my goodness, my light's blinding me. So you can adjust it, or it's too dark. So there's two ways to adjust the light. One, you can move this piece under here. There's a little black lever here. And you can move it side to side. And you notice how it's making it lighter and darker? You can actually see it on the low power there. All right, that's one way. The other way is you can adjust just how much light is being focused here by using this knob here. All right, so by adjust the amount of light by moving the diaphragm. The diaphragm. Or by the light adjustment. I forget, it has a fancy name, but I forget what it is right now. And it's not that important. So turning that knob. All right, so once you have it all set up, your light set up, you got focused, there's one more thing you're going to want to do. You need to center the image in the middle of your view. So when you're looking at it, you want to move the slide again to get it centered. So it's right in the middle of view, because when you adjust the power, it will be out of view if it's on the center. All right. So that was steps 1, 2, 3, and 4. Step 5, turn to use the medium power, which is the yellow objective knob. All right, so we're going to use the medium power objective, which is yellow. And now we're focusing only using the fine adjustment, this guy right here. All right, we don't have to touch this big knob again. You don't have to lower it. It's fine. It's not going to hit the slide. So now we just use this. We don't want to use the big one because it's going to move it too much. Plus, we don't want to accidentally move it too far and break the slide. So we're going to use the fine adjustment knob, which is a small knob. That was step 6. So you just move it, you really only have to move it a little bit. There we go. And then you can readjust your image and look around and get it in step 7, center what you want to look at. All right, step 8. So you got it under medium. And now finally get it under high. Again, don't touch anything, and that high does look very close to the slide, but don't worry about it. All right, we'll be fine. So you turn the high power or the blue adjective knob, that's step 8. And now again, you just focus using only the fine adjustment knob, which is the small knob, and you should only have to turn a little bit, and there we go. And then you can still move your slide around using these side knobs to look around the skin. All right, so what you guys will be doing, whether you were doing it along with me or separate, is you're going to take that skin slide and you're going to look at it. When you're done with the microscope, and draw it under low, and then find it under medium, draw it, and find it under high. If you need help finding it, let me know. When you're done, move it off of high all the way to low again. Use your big knob to move it all the way down. Take the slide off, put it away, turn the light off, and you can let it out because we'll use it again tomorrow.